So you guys remember how I said Courtney got really stuck on finding this girl named Caitlin? Well, she tried to get Tom Grant to bug her house. When he refused, she consulted with another officer, Detective Antonio Terry. Detective Terry was in the process of helping Courtney hunt down the source of in Kurt's blood system when he was shot and killed 12 days before Kristen died. Detective Terry was reportedly advised against assisting Courtney in this hunt down, but this was not the first time that Courtney dealt with Seattle police or Detective Terry. Tom Grant also has extensive audio recordings of communication with Detective Terry during this time. And he goes on to explain that Love considered Terry a good friend and even covered for her when she impersonated Kurt's mother on the missing persons report. In the book Love and Death, Ian Halpern and Max Wallace also interviewed Tom Grant, where he reveals that Courtney says that Detective Terry was on the verge of a pretty huge bust and stated that she was intimately familiar with Terry's investigation findings. Now, according to this Badge Foundation article, it was Eric Smiley who initially interacted with Detective Terry. I also highlighted this differently because it's important. Detective Terry was shot once. But according to this case file, it was Quentin Irvin who jumped out in front of Detective Terry's car while flagging cars down to get help because they were broken down. The YouTube channel True Psych Word actually has a 3.5-hour interview with Eric Smiley about his experience from that day. Eric mentions a lot of strange things that happened during his case. One thing being that he saw Detective Antonio Terry's time card from that day having been altered, which was later confirmed in this book. Quentin Irvin pled guilty in 2008, was released and then arrested again in 2013, then went missing in 2015. Now, I can't find a single trace of him anywhere. Eric says he's dead. Eric Smiley was sentenced to 33 years, while Irvin was sentenced to 20 years. So if Detective Terry was shot once, and Irvin pled guilty, then how did that happen with Eric? According to Eric Smiley, in order to reach that sentence, they used a previously acquitted case in order to convict him. Eric also has his own YouTube channel that you can go check out. It has the same interview posted, so you can check it out at either place. So what does this have to do with Kurt and Courtney? Well, it was Detective Don Cameron who was over Antonio Terry's murder case, who also seemed to be very good friends with Courtney, and was also over Kurt's case. Don Cameron was suspended in 1999 over a cover-up on a theft case, and then refused to testify without immunity. It's been said that Courtney quietly paid a significant amount of money to Detective Antonio Terry's widow in 1994. These events are touched on again in Melissa Rossi's book, Queen of Noise, where Courtney tells Melissa that she felt responsible for Detective Terry's death. You mean like how you did with Kristen?